Hey, Special Chronicles friends, this is Daniel Smrokowski. I'm the founder of Special Chronicles and a Special Olympics Southern Travel International Global Messenger. I'm coming to you on a special bonus episode with Meet the Inspired's Rebounding Full Respect Show live at the 2023 Special Olympics Illinois State Basketball Tournament. As an award-winning podcast host, I joined my fellow co-hosts, Lisa and Colt Noble from Amazing Individuals, and Jose from Live with Jose TV, as we cover all things state basketball, the newly released Champions movie featuring Woody Harrelson, and the 2023 Special Olympics World Games Berlin 2023 coming up this June in Berlin. Don't miss it. Listen to the audio podcast on demand coming up after a short break right here on SpecialChronicles.com.
This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. I lend my voice to those who can't. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
Support for Special Chronicles comes from listeners like you. As an independent public media podcast, Special Chronicles will always be there for you. Now we're asking you to be there for us. As a nonprofit independent media organization, we can only make programs like Special Chronicles with listener support. Our programs provide weekly, candid, honest, and inspiring conversations about the people with disabilities community that creates awareness, support, and advocacy within each week's episode. Listeners tell us our shows are an enjoyable and necessary podcast for the intellectual and developmental disability community and everyone else who is able to listen to stories about life from a different angle. Please, if you and your family love our weekly podcasts, make a one-time, monthly, or annual gift of thanks today. Support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. Support for Special Chronicles comes from ComEd. Special Chronicles is proud to partner with the ComEd Energy Force Ambassador Program. The Energy Force is the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. ComEd is powering lives, and Wary is powering us here at Special Chronicles to keep the lights on and our technology is powered on. As ComEd powers the lives of us, they are literally giving a voice to people with special needs. We thank ComEd for the generous support of our mission at Special Chronicles. Learn more at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. Support for Special Chronicles comes from United Airlines Bridge Disability Business Resource Group. Special Chronicles is proud to partner with United Airlines and the Bridge BLG. Bridge BLG is committed to being an ally for all employees and customers with disabilities. Bridge helps to create internal awareness to keep accessibility needs in mind and partner with key organizations to empower disability inclusion for employment and travel. Bridge, connecting people of all abilities. Book your travel today on United.com or on the award-winning United app. Learn more on United's commitment to disability inclusion for employment and travel at specialchronicles.com/United. That's specialchronicles.com/United. Special Chronicles is hosted by Podbean Podcast Hosting, the easiest, most affordable option to get started in podcasting. At Special Chronicles, we proudly host our weekly podcast with Podbean and highly recommend you use Podbean Podcast Hosting to get started in podcasting today. Sign up for an unlimited hosting plan and get 1 month free now to get started in podcasting today when you visit specialchronicles.com/Podbean. That's specialchronicles.com/Podbean. Our live streams are powered by StreamYard, the easiest way to create professional live streams. StreamYard is a live streaming studio in your browser. Interview guests, share your screen, and much more. Stream directly to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and other platforms. Sign up for StreamYard today using our StreamYard referral link when you visit specialchronicles.com/StreamYard. That's specialchronicles.com/StreamYard.
We're not just athletes.
We are the ambassadors of an uprising.
Peaceful protesters.
In a rebellion against anyone
who has a fear of difference.
Difference.
Our demands are
equality,
dignity,
and the recognition of our shared humanity.
We will not stop
or accept anything less.
Today, our world is
more divided than ever.
And coming together has never been more urgent.
Revolution is inclusion.
Find out more at joinrevolution.org.
Rebounding with Respect show.
Today we are broadcasting live from the Special Olympics Illinois basketball tournament. Over the weekend, 1,266 athletes, 404 coaches, and 99 teams from around the state to compete in team and individual competition. Good luck, everyone. Do your best. Remember, and always become a winner.
You can watch our show live and on demand by going to the Special Olympics Illinois website at soil.org. Or you can watch our show on Facebook at Special Chronicles, Amazing Live with Jose TV, Soil Families, and Special Olympics Illinois. As we head in to the March Madness of Special Olympics Illinois State Basketball, let's take a trip to the movies to see a newly released movie all about basketball, special with athletes and being champions.
On Wednesday, the four of us attended the screening of the movie Champions, starring Woody Harrelson.
Yes, that's right, Coach. We are here to share with you our post-look reactions to the movie.
Remember Marcus Markovich?
You gotta make that!
Well, he got fired.
Marcus, get off the court.
Best movie of 2023. The movie is about a former minor league basketball coach, Woody Harrelson, who receives a court order to manage a team of players. Oh. We're going to cue the... You already cued it?
I was going to say, what are you doing? Because what are you... He's playing.
You cue it?
Intro.
Keep going. So, cue the trailer.
Remember Marcus Markovich?
You gotta make that!
Well, he got fired.
Marcus, get off the court.
That wasn't nice. Nothing but bad news for the Iowa Stallions.
What an idiot.
Mr. Markovich, I will offer you community service. Coaching adults with intellectual disabilities.
Your Honor, we're talking Whoa. No boo-boo words.
Okay, fellas, we're going to do a simple ball handling exercise.
My girlfriend? What's this?
It's impossible to coach these guys.
You don't have to turn them into the Lakers. They just need to feel like a team.
We're gonna need some help.
You're getting a player off the injured list. Welcome to the team, Constantina. What's with the boogie board?
You do you, I do me, okay? Where do you get this guy?
He just showed up one day.
This is my sister, Alex. You want to do couple karaoke with us?
I don't want to
get knocked down.
Can I get up again?
You're never gonna keep me down.
You know the game better than anybody.
You gotta defend over here.
You got to learn to build relationships.
I'm new to all this.
Yeah, can tell.
Hey, we got next. Don't make me say it. Make you say what? That's a boo-boo word.
We got next.
Coach, this doesn't feel right.
I should be coaching in the NBA.
Well, you never know where things could lead.
No doubt.
You can get this team to the Special Olympics finals. You might be ready to be back in the NBA.
We've been following your incredible story, Coach. Marcus is just one win away from qualifying for the regional tournament.
I don't know if you're brave or crazy.
Give me a hug, coach.
But I know this is your shot at being champions.
Girlfriend problems?
That was fun.
You were passable.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Makes sense.
Oh, what, am I that bad looking?
You know McConaughey.
Trailer awesome that it shows exactly gives you a glimpse into the only screening of the movie that we just saw, and we hope you all will see. It's the funniest, heartwarming, and best movie of 2023. This movie shows a Special Olympic athlete oath. Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt memes. But especially this movie highlights the last phrase, athlete oath, what it truly means, to be brave in the attempt. From society's perspective on us, as Special Olympic athletes, every day. When we play basketball or any sports, we break down barriers, and society can truly join our inclusion revolution movement at Special Olympics. This movie also does an excellent job of showing how the lives of people are transformed for the better. From Woody Harrelson's character to Madison Tubman, who I had a chance to interview back in 2015 on my podcast, and her teammates. When you get on the basketball court, inclusion and the inclusion revolution is a way of life. Inclusion transforms for the better and changes society's preconceived perspective of those of us with intellectual disabilities. You literally laugh out loud through the movie. What did you think of the Champions League?
I think it was really great. I really enjoyed it. The way people came together as a team. It's like what they said that, yeah, we lost, but we still played together as a team. That's what counts. It's not whether you win or lose, but as long as you love playing the game, that's what counts.
Yeah, and I think we're not going to give you viewers any spoilers. We want you to go see the movie, championstickets.com, to find where you can see the movie. But what you said, Code, I think that speaks to a scene at the end of the movie that truly shows what it means for us and the 6 million athletes globally to be champions in a basketball game. A lesson that Woody Harrelson's character teaches the Special Olympics in the movie. And then in one of the final scenes, the athletes teach him the lesson in return. And that, to see, that's what I think, what that shows inclusion, that shows the lessons that we all learn, athletes, coaches, we teach each other, like those powerful lessons of inclusion and joy and having fun. Jose, what do you Your thoughts?
The best part of the movie is that they work as a team. So they start as working as just individuals, and then they come working as a team together to win the games and just have fun and enjoy their experience with the other athletes, the other teammates that they meet often on the court.
And Lisa, what do you thoughts on the movies?
I agree with everybody here. I think that it symbolizes what us as an organization and athletes always say. Never give up, and that we always I always play with my team. I always say the same thing. I always say, try your best and have fun. That's the main, and that you just competing, you're champions already. So, and I think this movie kind of, like I said, spreads that message a long way.
Yeah, it definitely highlights how we all champions, and it give a negative view of us. I think as all perspective as athletes, we know that the filmmakers made this movie to show that we are champions, and so it's in theaters now, championstickets.com, and I guess to wrap up this review, maybe we can rate it with 5 stars being the most.
Yeah, I rated it 5 basketball stars.
5 basketball. Let's rate it in basketballs.
Yeah.
5 basketballs. 5. And I would also have to give it 5 basketballs. So let us know whenever you're watching this in the comments. Use a basketball emoji, and how many basketball emojis would you rate this movie?
And now we are going to amazing individual, our amazing CEO Dave Green. About his last state basketball tournament. He has been the CEO for the last 22 years.
Wow.
And he is beloved by all of our athletes, included, and he will be missed by all. So thank you for joining us, Dave.
And we're going to do a little seat rearrange.
Switcheroo.
Yep.
Because they should be sort of in the
hot seat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hot seat, yes.
Thank you. Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel, Jose, Kurt. How are you guys?
Good. It's fun to be all down here at state basketball.
Yes, sure is. Yeah. A lot going on. We've got the tournament going on in Champaign as part of the IHSA tournament. Obviously, 100 teams over here.
Well, Cope's going to kick off this interview.
Hardball questions.
Yes.
Looks like, let's look into the future. What does your retirement look like?
Kurt, I'm gonna have to stay busy somewhere, but I'm definitely gonna help the Special Olympics in the future, volunteering. But let the new CEO get their turn first.
I'm all right with it.
Okay. As long as you're okay. We'll give it a shot.
So, how have you seen Special Olympics grow? And what has been your major contribution during the time that you were CEO, and even all the time that you were working for Special Olympics?
So, how do I see it growing in the future?
Yeah, and what is your contribution?
Well, I think it's going to grow with a lot of unified sports. I think since the pandemic, I think there's a lot of people coming back, and I to be honest, I think we need to show them the value of the Special Olympics, not only with what you guys are doing in leadership, but I think with health. I think that's a big key is that you guys, because you're healthy and fit, you'll live longer, and that's a real true benefit of the Special Olympics. As far as my contribution, I think I've been around, right? Been available, been present, but I think some of the programming we've done with our staff has really made a difference. I think the Global Messenger program and the Global Messenger training has been one of the best things I've seen. Unified Champion Schools has been absolutely phenomenal because it's changing people's mindset about individuals with intellectual disabilities. I think that's been the biggest thing. Not that it's my contribution, it's been your contributions.
So, moving on.
It's like a tennis match.
Moving on. Basketball game?
Yeah, maybe.
We can go back and forth, right?
Be in the mood while we're here.
So, our viewers can see that you're wearing a honorary gold medal, and this might be one of your first as a way to go out as CEO. But have you ever coached basketball during your years at Special Olympics?
You know, that's how I got involved, Daniel. I'm sure you did your research as usual. But Mike, the two sports I coached in college when I was going to Illinois State University, just down the road, one was volleyball with SOAR, and the other was basketball with SOAR. Those were the first two sports when I was a junior in college.
Awesome. And as we know, as this past Sunday, we participated in your last plunge as your last polo plunge as CEO, and I brought you back to the Super Plunge in 2019.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, pal.
And I guess in the spirit of that Super Plunge, when we went in Crystal Lake in Region B, I was told to push you in, and then you had said that you had lost your balance. Can you talk a little bit about?
Oh no, I didn't lose my balance. These guns pushed me in from behind, and I need a neck brace now. You did a great job pushing me in.
It's from all my years of swimming and basketball. That's how I got the strength to push you.
Daniel, I appreciate what you did because you were the only one that really stepped up, pushed me in really hard, so I couldn't back out. I thought of backing out. I was in mid-flight as I was thinking, I really don't want to go in the water. I appreciate you being there, and I appreciate your super plunge because you were way braver than I was doing the super plunge.
Yeah, well, it was the same weekend. I had swimming and basketball all in the same weekend.
Wow, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
So, in the spirit of the polo plunge, can you share some of your favorite memories of your polo? Remember the research I did, over 120 plunges as your time to you?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what that all entails, but I said on my polar plunge stuff. So the first year I did it was Lake of the Woods in Muhammad, and my sister came out with her dog, and it was actually a battle between Dara the dog and me to get more pledges to see who would get. I barely beat Dara the dog, but after that we didn't allow animals to go in the water anymore. No, I've seen some really, really cool things. I've seen the bravery of our athletes, our law enforcement torch runners, the people like Mary Pocious and Mal Rafter, who did 15 different super plunges over the years. I mean, they're truly the amazing people, and the athletes like yourself that did super plunge. But we've been in everything from the water was frozen, where they're out there with a saw. I showed up at Lake of the Woods at 6 o'clock in the morning, and there was a guy literally out there with a pickaxe. And he's picking. I said, "What are you doing?" And I asked our staff, I said, "Did you ask this guy to come out?" And he goes, "No, you guys have it every year. I figured I'd break up the ice for you." So it's pretty amazing that people like that. And then we had 61-degree temperature one year at the super plunge and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So we've had kind of the whole thing. But one thing stands out. We had a guy that actually came out of the water, and he was really sick. And we thought he was really in trouble, so they took him to the hospital. It turns out, long story short, it turns out that he actually had a tumor that went undetected. They found the tumor because he got sick because of the polar plunge, and literally credits it with saving his life. So that's kind of a different type of story, but it's really kind of, you just never know. You never know what you're getting into.
So we want to encourage all of our viewers to plunge with us, or as Tim Chigler says, to plunge for the revolution. I know when my old mentor and I plunged in DC with Tim actually plunged with his dog.
Yeah. So they did allow a dog back in, huh?
They did allow a dog back in. So, yeah. I'm going to pass it back to...
What would you like to... What would you like your legacy to be with Special Olympics Illinois after you retire?
It's a good question, Kurt. You're asking some really good ones. I think one thing would be to see the athletes in full-time, really, not that they're not now, but meaningful positions within Special Olympics. I think that's one of the things that we're doing, and in the community. I think the groups like United and Hyatt and Stig 48 see the value and the benefit of our athletes. And I'd like to see that continue on even stronger.
Well, mentioning that, Dave, it's a new segue to what I'm going to be doing in Berlin, and the Congress is a part of my project is trying to get more athletes involved in meaningful roles and working with their programs. So, and I'm glad that I'm honored that you've given me that opportunity to do that. So,
you've earned it.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, I guess the other question, one of the other questions I have for you. So, I know that Kirk made you an honorary plunge, member of his team, but after you retire, would you still do more plunges? Or would you still stay? Or would you not plunge anymore?
Am I being punked? The hardest thing for me, Lisa, is if an athlete asks me, almost always I either donate or I plunge. So I probably would never say never, and that I wouldn't. But if an athlete asks me, I probably will plunge. Otherwise, no.
And to go off script a little bit, our producers, I don't know how if they're like they're giving us a thumbs up to go off script.
Can you bleep this out?
Your hands on the
dump button.
Yeah. I'm going to pass it on to our co-host Jose.
It's not in the script. I have a question for you. So when you were coaching Soares, and when you did your coaching in college and everything, did you ever shoot 3-pointers and taught your athletes how to shoot 3-pointers?
This is probably a loaded question somewhere, but yeah, we did. To be honest, Jose, I don't even remember. It was so long ago. We may not even have the 3-point line.
I remember one instance where we were at an event, and I started shooting 3-pointers.
I remember
that. That was fun.
I remember that. Yeah, I told our team, I said, hey, as soon as you cross center court, jack it up. Let's go. I mean, we had a lot of fun, but we really bonded. You and I have bonded, certainly, and that was a fun day at, where was that, Netera? Manassas. Yeah, that was a great day.
Yeah, by the way, he won the game.
I'm not going to take it easy on you. I respect you enough to go at you,
It's
right?
true.
Right.
So maybe the after show we'll have to find a free coach.
Yeah.
Go on the court and play some basketball.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on our show today, Dave. We do really appreciate it. And before this is a game going off script. Before we tell you, good luck in your retirement next year. What is, for athlete leadership wise, what is your favorite memory, or what is one thing that you'd like to see? How it went, or how it grew since you started.
Well, I think it's hard to say favorite moments, but I think one thing that sticks out is things like where you're going to Germany. Jose's on the torch run committee. You know, Kurt's leading things in the plunge. Daniel, one of my favorite memories is obviously when we were in Ireland, and Daniel, along with a lot of other athletes from around the globe, had a goal of doing our board orientation, much like your fellowship program. And Daniel did it in record time when he got back. A lot of times when you go to meetings, as you guys know, it's kind of like, you get excited and then you come back to your day job and then it's all forgotten. That didn't happen. So that was really cool that we did something on a world stage. Daniel made it happen when we got back.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm looking forward to when I get back from world, and I'm looking forward to being, put in the world stage. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And go ahead, Kurt. Kurt wanted to say one more thing.
Off script?
No, this is on the script.
All right.
We're going back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you retire, are you going to travel?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. Hawaii's on my bucket list. I've never been. I'd love to go. And then I hope to still see some of you guys compete in different places.
I got one more question. Since you're going or you want to travel to Hawaii, would you ever go glide hang gliding? Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good question. I am not. I'm a little shaky when I get past a couple thousand feet. So probably the quick answer is no. But if somebody said I'll give you $10,000 to go to Special Olympics to hang glide,
would you do it with an athlete?
Yeah. I probably would. I would probably have to be tethered to the athlete because they'd be braver than I would.
Maybe it could be a new fundraiser.
I've scaled off buildings. I've jumped into freezing cold water.
Well, when you go to Hawaii, you have to talk with a fellow SSIT, Renee, who is from
That's
Hawaii.
right. Yeah.
Yep,
I know Renee. She has to get up awful early for some of those meetings, right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for us?
Well, yeah. I actually am going to ask you the same question back. What do each of you see in the future for Special Olympics, but also athlete leadership and unified leadership?
Well, personally, I see this as a athlete-led organization. So in the future, we would want to see athletes more involved in the boards, more involved in committees. We're doing that now, but do more of that engagement with the board members, with the different committees that we have for Special Olympics.
I agree. I think that like I said, it's more athlete led, and it also it gives us the opportunity to do new things, and to not just do it in your local program. You can do it nationally, and internationally, like Daniel and I are doing. But it also gives that opportunity for us to have a voice. It's like our voices are finally being heard. So. Yeah.
Kurt, I'm gonna give Daniel the last word. Kurt?
Oh man.
For me, I would like to see people learning more. If they haven't done it, and I'd like to see that. See where I've never done this before, so you teach me. So that's what I want to see. So it's
like with sports or speaking or all of it.
Yeah, this way, if you've never done it before, or that way, you won't get nervous, or I've never done this before. Teach you. So that's how I want to see it. That's what I like.
And same question.
Same question.
So I have to agree with my co-host, but what I see is for us athlete leaders to be able to lead alongside, to kind of like what some other programs are doing, to chair the board, to lead alongside the CEO, and to to really go beyond what we're doing now, and to really lead alongside the CEO and the board and all the different committees at all events. So that way, like all input is input. Like example with the World Games in Berlin, I was just on a workshop, a 2-hour workshop yesterday with other global athletes to give the mobile app. So like different projects like that, that's on the global stage. But I feel like if we have any new Illinois, to have a group of athletes that are leading and that the staff actively listens and all ideas into action.
Right.
Well, thank you again for being on our show.
Thank you, guys. I'm getting the mood. All right.
Thanks.
See ya.
So our guest has been Dave Green this is the last year as CEO. And we're going to kick it off to our co-host Jose, who will share some highlights from this year's 2023 tournament. It looks like our live audience keeps growing.
Bunch of hecklers.
Hopefully all of you watching at home or wherever you're watching can put your comments in the questions, and if you put your questions for Dave, maybe our marketing team can share those questions with Dave. We'll kick it over to Jose. We'll give some highlights. He'll lead our highlights that we're all going to give from this year's tournament. We talk that where we talk with athletes and coaches and officials.
This weekend's tournament at some great basketball games. I like the basketball game that I saw yesterday where this athlete shot this great three-point shot at the buzzer. You might have seen it in the highlights. What about you guys?
I have to say that 3.0 that we saw with that the athlete shot at the buzzer, that I would have to say that was my best. That was my best game moment as well, and you're going to see that in this highlight video from this year's tournament.
Well, I like the fact that, you know, what Kurt and I did yesterday was we like to see all the kids' faces and fans and just interacting, you know, with them. And go ahead, Kurt, you can say it too.
Yeah, like on the poster board, you know, like here, you know, you can write whatever you want and you can color and decorate it, because it's not for me, it's for you. You know, whatever you can take it home and put it up, you know, show it off, because you made it and you should be proud of it because you did it by yourself.
All right. So let's cue that video. So, it was awesome catching up with those athletes about their excitement in being here this weekend at state basketball. We also got to catch up with Coach Matt Nelson about his experience so far this weekend. Cue this video.
Hi everybody, I'm Matt Nelson with Evanston Special Recreation. I'm here today to talk about the philosophy or my philosophy of coaching basketball. First of all, I've been a basketball coach for the first 12 or 13 years, all right? I started basketball coaching because first the opportunity arose. Secondarily, I was a pretty decent basketball coach back in the day. I've been this tall, 6'1", since 6th grade. So I've been tall my whole life. The reason I like basketball, people of all ages, sizes, ability can play basketball. Fast people, slow people, tall people, short people. It's a team sport. The only way to play good basketball and potentially win at basketball is if everybody plays as a team. So with my personal teams, I always stress no ball hogs, okay? Everybody, if you are playing basketball right, you're passing, you're dribbling, you're shooting, you're rebounding. So not everybody is going to be the best scorer on the team. You might be a better rebounder. You might be a really good person who plays awesome defense who doesn't score. You, as a player, need to identify your strengths, improve those strengths, and then at the same time, work on your weaknesses. If you're not a good dribbler, practice your dribbler during the summertime or when you're not actually at your formal practice. So then the next season, you might become the best shooter or the dribbler or the rebound. One of the things I like my players to focus on is the inbound play. I always ask my players, how many times does this ball go out of bounds? 1,000,000 times in every game. Not really 1,000,000, maybe 10 or 15. If we can inbound the ball and shoot, we have a better opportunity to score. So once again, Coach Matt Nelson, Evanston Special Recreation. Pass, shoot, dribble, rebound, have fun. See you on the court, everybody.
Thank you.
Special Olympics Illinois athletes are counting on you to be cool and take the plunge. Each year, plungers raise money that help fund programming in sports, health education, personal development, and more. So here's how it works. Sign up and raise a minimum of $100 in exchange for plunging into icy cold waters. You can join us at one of 24 plunges statewide or create your own plunge. From Chicago to Carbondale, make a splash with the 2023 Polar Plunge. Go to plungeillinois.com today.
Thanks for your time, Coach Matt. As we all know, volunteers and officials are a big part of making this weekend of our state basketball happen. Yesterday, my co-host Jose and I get a chance to catch up with longtime referee Bob about his time as an official at state basketball and his upcoming trip to the Special Olympics World Games, Berlin 2023. Cue that, Bob.
Hi, my name's Jose, and we're here with Meet the Inspire, and we're here with Bob and Daniel, my co-hosts. So, Bob, I have a question for you. What made you become a referee for Special Olympics, and how did you get started with Special Olympics?
So, first of all, it's great to be a part of the movement that you are all involved with, and I appreciate all that you're doing. So, I got involved with Special Olympics 18 years ago. I have a special needs son. His name is Matt Rezick. He's 24, and he was 6 years old when he joined Lincoln Way Special Recreation Association. It was an opportunity for me to be a part of what he is going to be participating in, and I saw it as a great chance. I'm a basketball referee. I've been doing this for 45 years now, and I had an opportunity to be part of his life even more so in the programs and events that he was participating with Lincoln Way Special Rec. So 18 years now, and I haven't regretted a moment. It's been a wonderful experience, and it is so much a part of my life.
Okay, was being a referee your first job?
No, so I am, by trade, I work for a company called ServiceNow. They're based in Santa Clara, California, and it's just a wonderful organization. I got to tell you this straight out. I'm here on a Friday, and they're allowing me the opportunity to serve all the great athletes that are here today because they believe in making sure that people with abilities, and I won't say that other word with the D, it's with abilities, should be included, and they believe in making people aware. And those are my two themes, inclusion and awareness. So I am an analyst relations manager for ServiceNow, and I thank them. Thank you, ServiceNow, for allowing me to be here. But refereeing is my second avocation. And I've been doing it, like I said, for 45 years. And I love it because it's my release in life. And it allows me to meet people, great people like you, and you, and you. It's just a wonderful opportunity to have fun in life.
Well, my third question is, where, if any, have you played any sports in your high school career or elementary school or college career before you became a referee?
Good question. So I wanted to be a basketball player, but I wasn't very good. And when I was a seventh grader in the day, I quit my seventh grade team. Kind of regret that now. I don't believe anybody should quit what they're doing, but I did because I was frustrated. The way I got involved in refereeing, you're going to love this story. I was a junior in high school. One Saturday morning, there was a gentleman by the name of Jack Hines who was the league director, and it was 10-9. First game was going off at 9. I was a scorekeeper. A junior in high school just came there to keep score, 50 cents a game. I was going to work 8 games that day, walk out of there with $4. Jack comes out of the closet with a jersey and a whistle, comes up to me and says, "Here, put these on." I said, "Why?" "Because you need to ref the games today." I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing." And he says, "Neither do the two guys that were supposed to be here. Just do the best job you can. We'll get you through it." It paid me $6 a game. So now I'm walking out of there 2 hours instead of working. I'm getting $12. The returns were great. And he said, "If you enjoy it, we'll give you a chance and I'll start giving you games." Well, here I am, a junior in high school, and got a chance to get a taste of it. I loved it that first time, and the rest is kind of history. Here I am.
And my final question is, do you think a Special Olympic athlete can become a referee?
Absolutely. Actually saw it in Los Angeles when I was at the World Games in 2015. We did have somebody who was considered to be a special needs person, a Special Olympian, and did a wonderful job. And it's still, I believe he's out of New Jersey. I'm not quite sure, but how inspiring is that, huh? And again, that's what this whole movement is about, is giving everybody an opportunity to live their dreams and do what they do best, and then share those experiences and their skills with others. And if we all do that together, man, it's a great thing.
Well, thank you for interviewing with me. Now I'm going to pass it to my co-host, Daniel, to talk about Berlin.
Well, thank you, Jose, and for the second half of this interview, we're speaking with Bob.
Bob Wiesek.
Bob Wiesek, sorry about that.
Okay.
Bob Wiesek, and
Good Polish name from the south side.
I want to, and my dad's from the north side, so I want, I had to say that. I want to before we move on and talk about the World Games that ties in with the Los Angeles World Games that you talked about. I want to touch on something that you said in our pre-show. And that is about, you talked about having a lot of fun, that you as referees have fun. Tim and Tim Shriver talked about, and that is the fun that lasts. And I don't, if you wanted to highlight about how you as referees have fun, just like us athletes like Jose and myself and the thousands of athletes that are here this weekend at state basketball, and the 21,000 across the state have fun when we're on the basketball court, when we're off the court, like we're having fun now.
So you're absolutely right. And my philosophy is that you have to, in life, do what makes you happy. And what makes you happy should be fun for you. Whatever it is, find that common medium and do what is fun. And as a referee, I've always said that when the game and the job doesn't become fun and it's no longer fun, I'm going to walk away from it. 45 years later, I am still enjoying refereeing. Like the day I started and that story I told you, I still have that passion and that love for it. All the people who are volunteers here are having fun out there because they know they're making a difference, and that's what you should do in life. Try to make a difference. Every one of them, by being here and making sure that these games go on and they have the quality officiating that everyone here deserves, they're having fun doing that, and they know it, and that's what's so fun about it. Tonight, after we're done here at the Shirk Center, we'll go out as a group of referees. We found a restaurant. We're going to have a fish fry. Then we'll go back to the hotel. We'll have a couple of refreshments and just talk and enjoy ourselves. That's fun, and that's what makes this so special. Again, Special Olympics Illinois has given me so much in return for what I try to give back to the game. It almost seems unfair of all the good things and all the goodness that has come to my life and my family's life. How can you not have fun in an environment like this, right? How can you not?
Absolutely. And bringing it back to on the second half of the interview, you had mentioned being out at the Los Angeles World Games in 2015, and that's something that we bonded over in our pre-show before the pre-show, and we were both at Los Angeles World Games. You were refereeing, I was doing a daily podcast, and we were both at the celebrity game, and that's where we both took a picture with Tim Shriver. So kind of taken from that experience of refereeing at the 2015 World Games, and fast forward to this year, in less than 99 days, we will be headed to the it is 99 days, yeah, less than 99 days from now, we will be the World Games in Berlin.
And strudel and enjoying maybe a cold German beer.
Yes. Let our producer know that. Okay. Anyway, add that to the list. First, if I had my audio clips, I would hit in applause, so we could you in applause right now, and a big congratulations on being selected to referee at your second Special Olympics World Games in Berlin 2023. What is one thing that you are looking forward to when you go to Berlin? I'm sure drinking the German beer and eating the food, but what in addition to the food and drink?
2 goals for Berlin. It involves family and friends. It involves the mission that I'm on in life, which is to make a difference and make sure that we expand and the themes of it. Let's talk about the family and friends. I'm blessed to have my wife Karen and my son Matt, who I spoke of earlier, that are going to be joining me, as well as the Lorenz family out of New Lenox, Pam, Scott, and Nick. And we travel really well together. We went together in LA for those games. That's going to be an incredible experience. And great times like that, you want to share them with others, family, friends, and you do that. That's number one. Number two, I said inclusion and awareness, and those are my two themes. That by being here, it's an opportunity to spread the awareness of what the Special Olympics movement is about. And thank you, Special Olympics Illinois, for all you've done along the way for me to be a part of your family and the movement. So in Germany, I have this dream. And in 2015, back in LA, I met Tim Shriver, and I talked to him about this goal that I had, this dream of getting the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association and its Hall of Fame to include people with abilities. And fortunately, since then, we have broken down one barrier. People challenges, and they are now part of the Hall of Fame. Next is going to be, I hope, and I dream this, and I believe it's going to happen someday, people with special needs, including Special Olympics Illinois. I hope through that we build that even more so and take that on a global scale and then bring it back to Illinois. Once we fully bake the program in Illinois and we've got those people included, to let him know, and he'll help me expand that on a national level to other halls of fame within the country. How cool would that be, right? And that's the way it should be. I mean, we're not doing something that is out of that should happen. This is all about that inclusion revolution, right? What a better way to do it. And I'm proud of Illinois that we're already having discussions about it, and I'm hoping really soon that we'll have that happen. So those are the two things: family, friends, and then inclusion.
Awesome. Well, this is that response is what makes you a perfect guest that leads into the final question. Kind of combine a couple and make it one final question to wrap up our time here with you, and that is, what do you hope to learn, or what impact do you build in from your experience at these Illinois, experience at the 2015 World Games in Los Angeles? What impact do you hope to make in Berlin in this June, in 99 days? What impact do you hope to make in the largest inclusive sports event?
So Berlin is going to allow me to live by every day of my life, which is to try to make a difference. And Berlin's going to allow me to do that big stage. This is the World Games. It doesn't get any bigger and more special for World Games. I've always believed that, someday when I'm no longer here, I hope that I have left this place better than when I first found it. As a basketball referee, I'm able to do that on a basketball court, making the game better for those athletes that are going to be there. Whether it's here at the Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan University, whether it's on a regional, it doesn't matter. By doing my best and sharing my skills and experience, I'm hoping that then I make that game better wherever that is for the participants and those people who are part of it. And if I do that, then I believe I will make that difference that I'm trying to make. So that's what I'm hoping to. I'm not myself, but I'm trying to make a difference for those people that I'm serving, because that's the main mission. I'm going there to serve the Special Olympics. This is their tournament. This is Special Olympics tournament. I'm just privileged to be a part of it, and I hope that I can make it better.
Well, thank you. Our guest has been Bob Wiesek. Bob Wiesek.
Just call me Bob.
Bob.
Okay. Don't call me Robert.
Well, so our guest has been Bob. And we have you've been watching the Meet the Inspired show with Daniel and Jose and Bob. On behalf of the 21,000 athletes here in the 21,000 Special Olympics athletes in Illinois. We want to thank you for refereeing, and as you talked about, your dreams is inclusion. As CEO Mary Davis said that this revolution, the inclusion revolution, is the best revolution that we have. So thank you.
And I, both Jose and you, Daniel, and everybody connected with Special Olympics Illinois, the opportunity to expand my voice of what I'm trying to accomplish and work together with you in expanding this whole movement of inclusion and awareness. What you're doing here with your podcasts and your social media expansions is wonderful, and I really appreciate that you're helping as well get that word out. Great to be a part of this, and for you to invite me, I feel honored and privileged. I was excited when I got the email from you to say, hey, would you join me? And I'm like, absolutely. It's, as you can tell, I don't like talking, so I do appreciate it. And I do want to say also, make sure that all the referees that are here, those who contributed their time on the regional and the local levels this year and in past years, thank you. I want to give one message, and that is this. If you participated in a Special Olympics, give it a try. And that's what we try to tell people, other officials especially, give it a try. A lot of how would I act, or what am I supposed to do? Give it a try. You'll find out very quickly. You just have to be yourself. And if you give it one try, you'll be hooked. And if you get hooked, you'll do this the rest of your life, like I have for the last 4 to 18 more, God willing. Give it a try. Just give it a try. That is you'll be with us again.
Well, that's a perfect way to wrap it up. And yeah, join this movement. Join, become an official, become a coach, become a volunteer, and come on with us.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a big family. Special Olympics Illinois is a huge family, and I'm just privileged to be a part of it and join the family because we don't have a cap on it. We can go as big as you want, right? And we have room to add family members, so join us.
Thank you.
Now Jose will ask Lisa and Daniel about their upcoming trip to World Games in Berlin.
So, Lisa, what do you like, or what are you looking forward to most at attending the Global Athlete Congress?
I think just meeting all the athletes that are attending from around the world and just collaborating with them, and hopefully coming back with some good ideas to make our organization stronger and more athlete-led.
Now, Daniel, what's the most important thing that you want to bring back as an international striver, global messenger at this world largest inclusive sport event for Special Olympics World Games in 2023 Berlin?
Great question, Jose. The impact that I hope to make as a Southern Chicago International Global Messenger at the Berlin World Games is to show what I and my fellow athletes are able to do on the global stage, because when you're the highest athlete leadership role as a Southern Chicago International Global Messenger, I've got an opportunity to interact with our celebrity global ambassadors. Got an opportunity to interact with other athletes and sponsors and board members and to host shows and MC events, and to have the opportunity to showcase my athlete leadership skills off the field on the global stage is the impact that is the impact that I hope to make and to show the world what inclusion means and to show the world how we are unbeatable together. When you join this movement, we are unbeatable together.
And finally, Kurt, what is the main reason why you want to volunteer at the 2023 World Games in Berlin?
Because I would get back after what I've done over the past 42 years in giving back, and it makes me feel good that feels good after giving back after so many years. And I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, and we on behalf of our Meet the Inspired co-hosts, we hope all of you listening at home have enjoyed our Meet the Inspired Rebounding for Respect show. We have been live if you would like to hear more podcasts from myself, my website, specialchronicles.com. That's specialchronicles.com, where you can follow my weekly podcast, Special Chronicles, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or anywhere you listen to your favorite shows.
And you can follow amazing individuals on Facebook and YouTube, and wherever you can find your podcasts.
And you can follow Live with Jose TV on Facebook at Live with Jose TV, or on YouTube at Live with Jose TV.
Before we end today, we would like to wish all of the athletes good luck.
Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you on our next Meet the Inspired show.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this bonus episode of the Special Chronicles Podcast in partnership with Special Olympics Illinois and Meet the Inspired, an athlete-led podcast. Our podcast was produced by Daniel Smrokowski on the Special Chronicles Network. Follow Special Chronicles on social media and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Our website, specialchronicles.com.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.